All right, so last time we looked at how to create a prompt to ask a user for some information. In this example, we did test scores. Okay, and we had five of them. All right, we just gave ourselves a five for the total number of tests. We put a little prompt up at the top, a little comment, just saying a class had five tests this semester. Collect all five test scores. Well, why don't we do a little bit something more with those test scores? Why not try to find an average score, calculate a student's grade maybe? So we need to add all those up and want to take a look at some options here. Might run into a few roadblocks as we go through this video, but better to work through them than just to have the solution. So my for loop here ran through it five times and collected five test scores, and now they're just all waiting. Um, I could take this a step further and I could do a little bit of math. Okay. I could have a temporary variable um, that I set up to look for total. All right. And we'll want to look at the sequencing here to figure out if that variable should be outside or if it should be inside the loop. So we'll test that out today. Let's do a var and let's put this here. We're going to call this total. Var total equals 0 to start with. And we have no scores the first time we go through. All right, now we got to be careful because if every time we loop through, if it sets to 0, we'll be in trouble. So this is one of those variables that should go up here. Var total equals 0. When the code starts, we have no test scores. So now what I'll do is I'll come down here and I'll say total equals total plus I. Okay. We'll see if that works. Okay, hopefully this will add up our test scores as we go through. All right. And then when the loop ends, I like to do it console.log here. And the first console.log will print the whole list. And then this next one's going to do total. Okay. We'll check that out and see if this works. Again, we might run into a couple of roadblocks here. So we'll go ahead and give it a try here. If I doesn't work, perhaps maybe instead of I, why not score? Right? Because that's a temporary variable. So is it I or is it score, right? You've got to think a little bit about what we're asking. Every time I goes through, I is just some number. So the first time I would be 0 and then 1, then 2. So that's not what we want to add, right? We actually want to add the score. So you've got to look at which variable we want to work with. We've seen some examples where we have like list.length and those type of things. So in this case here, we'll take the score. It should be total equals total plus score. All right. We'll give it a try. Let's go and run it and see what happens here. So I'm going to type in some numbers that I know I can add up pretty easily here. So maybe my first test score, I received a 1. Second test score would be a 2. Third test score would be a 3, a 4, and a 5. Let's see if that works. I had on line 10, console.log prints all my grades. 1 plus 2 would be 3. 3 plus 3 would be 6. 6 plus 4 would be 10. 10 plus 5 would be 15. So I would have a total. All right. But I want to set this up a little bit better so people understand what this is. We might want to say, get my cursor to work here. Let's do your test scores are grades. And how about the sum of all your test scores is, okay, maybe that'll work just a little bit better for us. So let's reset and run that. So first test is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Looks a little bit nicer, a little cleaner. Again, the goal would be to be building out this phone app, and you can do that in the design tab with drop downs and buttons and text input. All right, we've done several examples of this. We can certainly do it. We just need to get some of that coding applied. What if I want to get my average? I have my total, right? And just come down here. We could just do just another console.log, right? Console.log, your I don't know, your average test score is, and then I could do plus, and then I need to think about how I want to do this. Probably inside parentheses, right? What would I do? I would say total divided by 5, right? Let's run it and give it a try. Oh, sorry, real quick, one more time. Sorry, my bad. Oh, well, I guess it's gonna let me work. I thought I accidentally tripped one out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one didn't work real well. So let's try that one more time because I did have a couple zeros there. So let's reset and run it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 add up to 15. 5 goes into 15 3 times, so I have my average. Okay. Next thing you'd want to start thinking about would be your maximum and minimum. How could you tell if there's a maximum number or minimum number? We'll look at that next time. Okay. Good luck.